Welcome, Stoner family, to Legalization Nation. It's good to see you again, and we're glad to have you back. We want to talk about the State of the Union as far as legalization is concerned in our country, and we're going to start today in our hometown, Washington, D.C. As you all know, cannabis is legal in Washington and has been now for a couple of years. But people don't know the laws. They think that you're supposed to come to D.C. and there's just weed everywhere and people are just smoking all over the place and on the streets and all of that is okay. But what people don't know is that is not actually what the law states. Here's a clip of a D.C. lawyer and activist explaining the marijuana laws in the district.
Well, the law is that a person can have up to 6 plants per person or 12 plants per household, and 6 of those can be flowering or mature plants. And you can also possess up to 2 ounces of marijuana in any form, or give, if you're over 21 years of age, or give 1 ounce without remuneration. You cannot sell, but give up to 1 ounce to any other person over 21 years of age. Possessions of quantities in excess of that are still criminal under D.C. law.
So we're going to take you down the road of the propaganda that's been put out against cannabis. We just want you to see some clips of some different things, one of them being Reefer Madness, which is the infamous anti-weed propaganda film, but some other commercials that have been put out since cannabis prohibition, and they span decades.
You can see the difference between a real cigarette and marijuana, and there'd be no mistaking the texture or contents if you were to handle them. The darker one has been rolled in wheat straw paper. In most of the reefers, a double thickness of paper is used. Now, in the language the addicts use among themselves, marijuana is referred to as Mary Jane, pot, weed, or tea. They never say to each other, let's smoke a marijuana cigarette. They say, let's turn on, or let's blast a joint.
Commissioner, don't you think that you're magnifying this issue?
A marijuana cigarette was found on the floor of one of your classrooms, and another was found in the girls' gym.
And that's enough to start a big crusade in Santabello High?
Mr. Burroughs, please understand, Miss Williams, like many of us, believes in the progressive theory that there is no such thing as a bad boy or girl.
Well, there's a high school in Indiana. I don't know whether they followed your progressive theories or not. They had no problem 3 years ago. But out of a total enrollment of 1,200 students, 285 were found to be using marijuana or heroin. And this dreadful condition was only uncovered through a horrible accident. One student, desperate for money to pay for his habit, sold bennies for quarters and dimes to kids in elementary school. It was the death of a 13-year-old who had been addicted to marijuana and then to heroin that exposed the ugly facts. But by that time, it was too late for 41 teenagers who were addicted. It can happen here.
Question 4 would allow thousands of pot shops and marijuana operators throughout Massachusetts, in neighborhoods like yours. Shops that sell pot edibles that look like candy and high-potency marijuana. In pro-pot states, incidents of drugged driving and fatal car accidents are up. More pot shops than McDonald's and Starbucks combined. Higher potency, dangerous drivers. It's the reason health professionals are urging you to vote no on 4.
It's stimulating, mind-expanding, safer to use than alcohol. It's the in thing, the hula hoop of the jet generation, and as much a part of growing up as smoking corn silk behind the back fence. Such are the myths concerning marijuana. Myths that lull thousands of young people into experimenting with the noxious weed. The facts are otherwise. Marijuana is an intoxicating, mind-muddling drug. Its use can lead to abnormal behavior, to psychological dependence and to abuse of other drugs. The human brain, after all, is made for thinking, not fumigating. It's hardly a tinker toy for experimenting with drugs. This has been a public service message of the American Medical Association and your local station.
Can I take your order?
Give me 15 cheeseburgers. Come on.
Can I take your order?
Can I take your number?
Can I take your order?
You got any egg?
Can I take your order?
Man, I don't have any money. I don't have any money. All right, well, all right, go.
Man, watch out!
So, Sarah, what's going on here? Sarah? Sarah?
She won't answer you. Or she can't.
Why not?
This is the way it's been since she started smoking pot. She's all lazy and boring and... You know, we used to have so much fun together.
And now?
This is what we do.
These high school boys and girls are having a hop at the local soda fountain. Innocently, they dance. Innocent of a new and deadly menace lurking behind closed doors. Marijuana, the burning weed with its roots in hell. In this film, you will see the ease with which this vicious plant can be grown in your neighbor's yard, rolled into harmless-looking cigarettes, hidden in an innocent shoe or watch case.
If you want a good smoke, try one of these.
You will meet Bill, who once took pride in his strong will as he takes the first step toward enslavement.
Of course, if you're afraid.
Smoking the soul-destroying reefer, they find a moment's pleasure, but at a terrible price. Debauchery, violence, murder, suicide, and the ultimate end of the marijuana addict. Hopeless insanity. See this important film now, before it is too late.
As you can see from this chart on the screen, the deaths that happen annually on a global scale, 1.8 million for alcohol, 4.9 million for cigarettes, and 3.5 million for pharmaceutical drugs. Cannabis, 0. There are no reported deaths associated to marijuana use in history, 12,000 years. Think about that for a moment. If you would like to support Cannabis in the Capital, please visit our website at www.cannabisinthecapital.com. Like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube page, and follow us on social media at CIC420. The programming runs deep. The propaganda has been out here for a very long time, and the folks that are against cannabis have been working diligently to make the mass public believe that cannabis is bad for you, that it's this evil thing that children are going to get a hold of, and they're going to become crazy and wild and do wild things. They're going to shoot each other. They're going to get raped. They're going to do all of these evil things because they smoke marijuana. And one of the things that you should notice is that they always added on that marijuana was a gateway drug to other substances, especially heroin. Now, as we all know, cannabis and heroin are not the same. But the fact of the matter is, people believe that these things that they've been told are true. And this is why we have cannabis in the capital.
Some of